Enche ene beto dwa se alatafo a omoye prisoners omo break jail adwane na omde omani akire mu ewo oman Ghana mu eti security ewo oman Ghana mu omani na ho ebeto dwa the next day me ehunu si achi emu 9 se so asa beto dwa si achi bia asa de ape so a omo ntim se omo eche wo omo no ene direct am anya omo maka no bebi omo so dwane e de faaye na omo be kire kwan omo fa so be wura Ghana ho any kwan omo fa so process omo na mu wan na di omo be wura mu ska be no omo check ni nyina a kirechi ma kire Ghana for so system no aye weak ana afi so eye enipa ati kurum so momani so enna ho because foreigners bia be wura mu omo ya akromfo a ya che omo gu jail a omo dwane omo di omo ani a kire Ghana almost 1,800 to say nipa ena adwane na omo a ya che omo kwa nyandu 500 po na 100 mpo nese mo na so ehye be bia ebia de omo ye na yenyanhu ade pote omo ye de ye bompa isi bitimanya omo ana say security ni bitima mia omo system ni mu ye ni achi sankofu ko nyina na ya pe kwan bia de omo ebefa so yenko tie omo a ya chi wo omo sisei wo Ghana no ensem omo di tu dwa emra empanyifo ebusebuso omo ano asem.
800 fugitives who broke jail in Nigeria have been arrested by police in Adam. The suspected jailbreakers were arrested following a tip-off. The 9 were said to be making their way into Accra after successfully going through an approved route into Odifour by their accomplices. They have since been handed over to immigration officials in Tema for further investigations.
The Ada police tells Joy News the suspects were traveling on a Sprinter bus with registration number ER 165714. Following the tip-off, police moved in swiftly and arrested them at Odifour Clinic Junction Lorry Station Sunday evening. The suspects are Emmanuel Obina Chidozi, 27, Steve Eyenuku, 33, Enabeli Lucky, 29, Yomi Osma, 29, Kelly Ekureni, 33, Freedom Yusuf, 25, Obi Onwora, 38, Patrick Chana, 47, and Bless Eyenuku, 25. Items found on them include unspecified amount of Naira and Ghana cedis, personal belongings, passports, and ID cards. The suspects are currently assisting with investigations.
Right, so information from the police on exactly the identities of these persons and whether they indeed linked to the jailbreak in Nigeria has not been so forthcoming, but we're still working our sources. But joining us now is security analyst Adams Bona to assess the implications of this particular incident or discovery, should it indeed be confirmed that these persons are linked to the jailbreak in Nigeria. Thank you very much for making time to speak with us, Mr. Bona.
Thank you very much, Israel.
All right, so we don't have any confirmation yet, but it appears these persons may as well be linked to the jailbreak in Nigeria. Now, we had actually put out word to try and ensure that these persons don't make it into the country, or if they make it into the country, they are arrested. If it turns out that indeed these are linked, what are the implications?
Well, Israel, we all know the implications of having fugitives escaping from their country into our country. Already we are grappling with increasing crime rates. Already, murders have gone up, heinous crimes have gone up, crimes, that are committed, and you can see the signature of other, nationalities involved everywhere. And so as far as I'm concerned, Israel, if this comes out if it comes out that it's legit, that these guys are the fugitives as part of the 1,800 jailbreakers who, broke jail in Nigeria, these guys are part of them, then Israel, we should be in for trouble. But the truth is that it might take a while to get this information. These names your colleague read out might not be the names. Even in this country, our data, in terms of data collection when it comes to prisoners hasn't been very good. So one can commit a crime here and end up committing another crime in let's say, in Avrongo, and sometimes it is difficult. It takes time for them to know that it's the same person who is using different names. And so I think that if I believe the Nigerian authorities might have collected the fingerprints of these persons, and so they would have to fly into the country or come into the country to dab their fingers, take it back and see whether it matches the convict. But the truth is that, you see, the porous nature of our borders and the fact that the information the Immigration Service itself put out was not to us, the citizens, but the information was to, what do you call it, their colleagues in the security agencies. And once you do that, you fail to educate the people. But you know, this arrest was done because citizens, probably those who have some information, gave a tip-off to the police. And from all indications, they didn't come by road. They came by the sea. If they came by the sea, then it becomes even more difficult. How many already in this country? If we don't work on apprehending them and knowing all of these guys, how many of them have entered? Chances are that, give it plus, minus, but when we expect crime rates to be dropping, we are likely to see crime rates going up, because then some of these fugitives who come are going to go back to their old ways of, committing crime.
All right, Mr. Bona, I'd like you to hold on, stay on the line for us. We're connecting with Odifour Kuteyi. He's a journalist, our partner station, Channels Television in Nigeria. Thank you very much, Kuteyi. Now, you tell us, is there any word as to regards the arrest of these persons in Ghana and whether it is linked, the arrest in Ghana are linked with the jailbreak in Nigeria? Hello, Kuteyi, you'd have to unmute for us.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay, good evening. Oh, okay, basically, just few moments ago, I spoke to authorities of the Nigeria Correctional Service here in Owerri, the Imo State capital, Southeast Nigeria. And what they told me about what you just said was that they heard the same story the way I heard it, but there is no official statement to that effect yet to the arrest made in your country. So that once they get any official statement or any official message to that effect, then they will always alert the media and the public about that.
Now, what kind of criminals are we dealing with here? If you can tell us, are these hardened criminals or are these persons who are in for petty crimes or misdemeanors?
Okay, first, let me tell you, any group or any person who might have attacked a national security facility armed is no more a petty person, is no more a petty criminal. Because from what we saw on ground during the attack, there were explosives, and freeing about 1,844 inmates. This definitely is no joke. This definitely is not petty, But like we've been arguing here, in some quarters say those people are members of the indigenous people of Biafra, the Eastern Security Network, while some are also saying they are not. There are some politicians trying to distract the government of the day in the process of governance. So I can tell you categorically, up till now, no group has accepted responsibility to what happened in Imo State about on Easter Monday, and this thing still lies with the security operatives to tell us basically who these people are. And like the media has always reported, they call them unknown gunmen.
All right. Now, how successful have the Nigerian authorities been in trying to rearrest these fugitives?
Okay, like I said, as at this evening, the Nigeria Correctional Service here in Imo State says about 130 inmates are in their custody right now. As of this evening, they are still expecting more. And out of these 130, we have some that were rearrested by the police, by the Air Force, while some came back willingly on their own. But they were not able to give me the accurate figure of the ones that were rearrested and the ones that came back willingly. And like the authorities say, that they are still optimistic that by tomorrow and the day after, people will still come back, because some of them are still scared about when they come back, what would happen to them, if they will be treated as escapee, or they will be granted amnesty. But you can remember that just a few weeks ago, so immediately after the attack, the federal government says some who will come back willingly will be granted amnesty. You know, they will not be charged again. They will not be charged again. So they said the authorities say they are still there are media campaigns and sensitizations telling them to come back, because they said some of them left under duress due to the situation at that time when the attackers came and told everybody in the correctional center to flee for their lives. So some they agree that some left under duress and they are calling them back, and when they come back, they will be granted amnesty.
All right, thank you very much. Odifour Kuteyi is with our partner station, Channels Television in Nigeria.
Okay, abusiafo afi mo hu dia ade na akwa akosi no. De akosi ni se cha Nigeria fo no atimi aba bewuram. Enye omu nyina na aba bewuram se de news yi tie de. Na enim omo makan ba bi omo so de omo ani a kire. But omo aya chi omo ma bewuram wo Ghana no. Eni already no Ghana ho no nipakum ni ade ekoso dada yenya hunu omo di sa adwuma no. Itine se system na nkase mo sa mo tighten yi. Ifri se de wo hokura ni nya nso anu wi. Ni asaji bia sa aba abeka ho esa problem pa ene beba okuru nso very important say wo okuru nso aye o man Ghana ho nso a wo be hwe ho nso yi, because omo ma be wura mu no yenim ade pote tai o muntiri munti a omo dwane ye no ho na omo de aba be wura te wo so bia nso hwe ne ho ye o Ghana ho se de be ya onko nya ho amane bia ko system se se de aye no nipa wo okuru nso no bia dwane de o mutiri mu no different. I am here betimi di asem abapa.